What up, everybody? So I joined the Paladin ownership club, and I've got a co-pilot. So that means we have the 4 size 5s. I changed them to attritions, and then the 2 size 4s on each side, attritions, and decided to do a unverified mercenary contract. And boy, let me tell you, this ship is an absolute beast and a tank. We ended up taking on 2 Starfarers, a Hercules, a, what is that thing called? Reclaimer, and then a whole bunch of X-Wings, Stingers. We really weren't ready. When we first showed up, we got jumped, and we were completely unprepared, but we made a comeback. I did the whole, I upgraded my shields, so I don't have the standard shields in here. And I have 1 upgraded cooler and an upgraded power plant, so I have a JS400 inside here. I need to get 2 more JS400s. And so everything's running full power. I think if we had been in any other ship, we wouldn't have survived this. You know, we weren't ready at first, so just enjoy the fight, man.
Shields hit.
So at this point, we were still like in a state of like shock and confusion. We didn't know which target to go for. I was chasing after a C2, and then I thought, hey, maybe that's a bad idea. We should start going for the fighters. But I was on it, and so I stayed on it for a second, and then our rear shields started getting taken out and getting hit regularly. I don't know if you guys noticed, but the machine AI here, this thing has gotten much smarter, much more aggressive. They're better pilots, better, first-person shooters. They're just better all around. And so this is where I decided, okay, I can't leave these X-Wings on our rear, and I need to refocus and go on to X-Wings. Now, one thing that's a problem here, and I noticed it, but I'm not really sure what to do about it because I want the power and I want the damage, but attritions are really slow. It's really hard to hit bad guys with these things. They're very slow weapons, so I might go back to the regular old repeaters. I'm definitely not going for ballistics, but these things increase your damage significantly, the attritions. I thought they'd be good for PvE, but looking at how the AI has somehow improved and become a better pilot, I'm not really sure that's the case anymore. The extra power for taking out enemies is really nice. Here I had to pull off my target and rotate for shields because they were tearing our rear up. And I need to regen shields, but it's really slow, the attrition. So, yeah.
Shields hit.
So here's where I got my bearings, and I was like, okay, I have a focused plan to take enemies down. And I started going after fighters and X-Wings and everything, specifically and intentionally. But up until that point, things got a bit crazy. And yeah, here's the C2. The C2 rammed us. And I was like, what the heck's going on? My co-pilot sitting right next to me, so you can't hear us. It would have been good to have on comms. But the C2 rammed us, and I was pretty mad about it. So I was like, okay, let's take this guy out. And this is when I refocused from fighters and decided, all right, we're going to take out one of the capital-sized ships because I can't have dudes out here ramming me left and right. And here we go for the C2 with deliberate, clear intention and what is it called? Pernicious hostility. And you see we take them out quick. This ship is a beast. If we both get on target, you are done. Do not let this thing get on target with you with the 4 size 5s and the 4 size 4s. If all of us are hitting you, you are finished. And not only is this thing like very powerful when it comes down to weapons, but even with a single shield, this thing it's very ultra tanky. The shields regenerate really fast. Okay, I got upgraded shields, but still, even the standard ones are really good. And the hull itself has a lot of hit power and hit points, and it's really hard to take down. This thing is awesome. They're gonna nerf it. I'm pretty sure they're gonna nerf it.
Target destroyed. Shields hit. Target destroyed. Shields hit. Target destroyed.
So what happened right there? My turret gunner soloed one of the Starfarers, and you could hear from the gunfire how long it took because you could see that they weren't shooting at the same target I was. I'm chasing around this. What is that thing called? I forgot what it's called. I'm chasing him around. They're just too fast. If you're in this solo, you're gonna get wrecked because this is a slow ship. It moves like a boat sailing through syrup. So if you try and solo in this, sure, you might last a long time in terms of like, not getting destroyed, but you're not going to destroy anything yourself. It's just simply far too slow for that. You need a gunner. Even if you're both on different targets, like the gunner is focusing on anybody behind us, which is what I was telling her to do, focus on anybody who gets behind us trying to drop our rear shields. And, I'm chasing down other targets. You're going to take forever to kill anything. And that's why this video is 20 minutes long, because even with 2 people, it took us a long time to take down all these ships.
Target destroyed. Shields hit.
So here I'm trying to get behind him, and he's actually making it pretty hard for me. we're both like chasing each other in circles, and it was really, really hard to get behind him. I actually don't think I ended up getting behind him. I think we maintained something like this position here and ended up destroying him, which was good enough for me. But I'd prefer to have gotten behind him so that I could shoot too. So just we could end him faster. As you can see, I'm trying to shoot him and then circle behind him, and it wasn't working. He was catching up. So then I had to boost to try and get behind him and change my approach angle so that he would turn and do something stupid. But like I said, the NPCs have gotten significantly better with this last patch. And there he goes. And because I was mad, we didn't have to kill everybody. I blew everything up, and then we went for the Redeemer just because. So, yeah.
Thanks for sorting that out for us. Transferring your crits now. See you next time.
Shields hit. Target destroyed.
For that kill, I credit completely to I didn't know. As you can see, my crosshair, it's no longer fixed, and I can't shoot like that. I don't know. I can't play like that. It was really making me mad too. Turns out you just gotta press G. I was pressing G so I could load more missiles, and also whatever they call it, crosshair, so it's no longer like in a fixed position. It took me a minute to figure it out, so I couldn't really get on target, and my turret gunner killed that reclaimer all by themselves. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the show. We're going to be doing a lot more missions like these in the Paladin until they nerf it. We'll see you guys in the verse.